How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Late night for all of us, really. I'm, of course, Trex, looking at the Bethesda E3 Showcase, and alongside me, I got Nerds of the Apocalypse, own Stevie B.
Yeah, but see, you got the day off tomorrow, bro. I got to be up in like 6, 7 hours. I got.
If
Well,
it makes
let me
you,
do mine.
if it makes you feel better, I have my alarm still set for like if I had to wake up to go to work because I'm gonna wake up at that time.
I hope you should. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerds of the Apocalypse. I'm, of course, Stevie B. Alongside me on chat is.
Trex.
There you go, finally. Okay. And we're discussing the Bethesda E3 conference. Let's do this.
All right. Jumping right in. It's some great stuff. They did a nice little recap of everything that they've launched so far, including Fallout 4, Prey, Doom, all great stuff. But fuck that stuff. We're talking about the new stuff. Let's talk about the opening of Bethesda VR. Coming.
Okay.
Ugh.
I'm very upset by this because it's exactly. You and I have been talking for 2 weeks, at least, about how much we want, like Fallout, Elder Scrolls VR.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave us Doom and Fallout VR. Doom is it's a new experience. Fallout 4 is the entirety of fucking Fallout 4 in VR. But you know what they didn't give us, Trex? This really pissed me off. They didn't tell us it was coming to PSVR. They just showed the Oculus. I think that's what that was, right? Was that
was the Oculus? Yes, it was.
Yes, and I don't see why it wouldn't come to PSVR. And I can see why they wouldn't show us, because obviously Sony's like, yo, bitch, we want to show it at our press conference. So you can announce that you made it, but we want to announce that it's on our system at our conference, so I totally get that. But, like, now I still have to wait another day to clam at the bit. And it's like, is it going to be another purchase? Do I have to rebuy Fallout 4? Or is Fallout 4 on PS4 going to work? Is it just going to be an upgrade? I don't know. But it did look like it could for real be PS4. So
damn thing was the hotness.
Dude, I couldn't imagine playing through all of Fallout 4. And there's very few AAA games where you can play the whole thing in VR. And that most of the time it's like VR modes,
yeah,
or like a VR side thing. Resident Evil 7 paved the way with its full version in VR. And then we had Farpoint, which is a full AAA game, all VR with the aim controller. So I really hope that Fallout. I mean, Doom 2, that game looked great, but Fallout 4 in VR, I couldn't even imagine, bro.
I still have Fallout 4 on my PC. It's not even installed. Bought it last year, maybe even the year before, on a Steam sale. I might have to. I might get on. If I get it on PlayStation VR, it will definitely be getting played because I love my PlayStation VR.
Yeah, I've played through it. Oh, God, I probably have like 15, 20 hours into it on the PC, but I will restart, son. I will restart to play the whole thing. I don't even care.
It's so great, so great. So next up at the end, yeah, of course we've got the conference down below. They're going through the highlights and everything. So of course we're not going up. We're not talking along with the conference. It's just being played down there, so you guys can actually see visually what's going on. Next up, we talked about Elder Scrolls Return to Morrowind. Elder Scrolls Online's brand new expansion, DLC, whatever you really want to call it. And so far, players have been loving this because it takes us back to the roots of Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3, that I've never been because I've never played an Elder Scrolls game.
I've never played Morrowind. I played a little bit of Oblivion, very little bit, but I've like played hundreds of hours in Skyrim. Skyrim Remastered. I haven't beaten it, but I've played through it. I've played a lot of it. There's just so much to do. It's everywhere. We've played Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, we still currently are. We have a video series going on our Nerds of the Apocalypse channel.
That's very true.
Playing Elder Scrolls Online. It's a fun game. We had fun. I mean, it's MMO. It's got its MMO quirks like every MMO does. But going back to Morrowind, you got that old feeling. It's like, oh, so hitting the nostalgia button on a lot of people because it's pretty accurate to the Morrowind before. So
next up, they introduced a new feature really with Bethesda called Creation Club, which is, and we all know that when it comes to the Skyrim and Fallout 4, there are mods all across the board for both games that are on PC and also on both consoles. Creation Club is now this new initiative to bring more mods and even mini games for Fallout 4 and Skyrim, being created by developers all across the spectrum, really.
Right, but they showed it for 2 seconds and they mentioned it. It looks like these are going to be purchased. All mods so far have been completely free.
Yes.
These ones look like the ones you're going to have to pay for, but you pay for what you get because they said like these mods are tested. They don't F with your achievements. Like one of the things that pisses me off about Skyrim is I love the Skyrim stuff, but you don't get your achievements if you turn on mods. So I don't play with very many because I don't want to get my achievements. So it's cool, but they kind of just like tiptoed on that fact. But it's also cool that it's there. Like I said, like the achievements are turned on and they're tested. They're 100% guaranteed to work. So it's like little paid DLCs, which is cool. But I mean, they're for a couple games been out for a long time, so that have a lot of the mods already. So we'll see. We'll see what they have to offer. Is really what it is. Outlaw Lettuce said, "Matt, it's kind of what it is. It's like it's cool, but I don't think a lot of people are going to use it if you go get it for free."
We'll really see what will happen with it, because with introducing new mini games and especially skins, it might. I'm not even going to say it's really going to improve the player experience, because honestly, these players at this point, if they're using mods, they have already played through this game nonstop, and it's just bringing something different to it.
Right.
Next was the Elder Scrolls Legends, which is their online card game.
I haven't played this. Have you played this?
I have not, because I was not even interested. I mean, I'm surprised I play Hearthstone, and it's probably because I actually know World of Warcraft lore. For our Elder Scrolls players, it's probably more for them. My friend Christina from over at Legion of Leia was watching as well. She typed to me, "Ha, nice try, but you're no Gwent, Morrowind." Which,
wow.
Which Gwent is the card game based from the Witcher series.
And it's great. I mean, I've spent like hours in Witcher 3 playing it. I haven't downloaded the new game though, but Gwent is really fun. I played it inside of it. It was great.
According to LLS here, they booked the Chainsmokers for the after party. Oh my god. I don't even know who that is, but I just love developer after parties. Nightberry, developer after parties. Oh my god, TwitchCon. Oh, so good. God, where's I go?
The Chainsmokers. They have that one song.
I heard them. I only know them one time because of Saturday Night Live, and then after Saturday Night Live, I've seen them everywhere. I'm like, I didn't even listen to your songs. Who the fudge are you people? Damn kids. So next up, they talked. I want to make sure I was disposed after Legends, but I'm pretty sure they talked about Quake, right? Well, I know they talked about Quake. I wasn't really sure
I'm
where.
Sorry, I was looking up the Chainsmokers song. That's a song called Closer. I'm sorry.
Next up was Quake Champions.
Yeah. You can win $1 million if you get a Quake. I remember I rented Quake on the N64 when I was a lot younger. My brother was 10 years older than me. I used to spend time at his house, and me and his wife would always go out and rent games from Blockbuster. The whole thing. And we were in a Quake, and I would play it, and I'd always be like, it didn't really have a single player, and I just run around going through portals and stuff. I'm like, what is happening? I don't even know what I'm doing. And I watched them play, and it reminded me of that, going jumping through portals and stuff. So, and then I was like, maybe I could join the competition. Probably not, because I suck at everything. So I can't last.
Hey, you never know. When it comes to esports, I just play it, and you never know where you go.
You're right. I'll see.
But I mean, Quake was one of the original LAN games to start off back in the day, basically in the 90s, and now it's one of the staples, one of the OGs of esports, alongside kind of Doom a little bit too. So seeing Quake come back in this glorious rebirth has been fantastic. And as an esports guy, yeah, I do like Quake. My uncle and his kids back in the day, I always came to the computer. They played Quake. I'm like, what the hell are you guys playing? It's Quake. Like, oh great, it's a game I never want to play because you have to use a controller. I've used a keyboard and mouse, and I suck at that at the time. I've gotten better.
No, you still do.
Next, they talked about Dishonored, which again I was disposed. So, what did they talk about with Dishonored? Because I heard it. So I was in the restroom, but I heard it. I was just, and I asked myself while on the toilet, like you do, why are they talking about Dishonored? About a new game? It just came out last year.
It's you know how Uncharted came out with, they're coming out with that story, that extra story that's like not really in. You don't play as Nathan Drake. It's called Death of the Outsider. It's DLC. It's like its own story DLC.
Okay.
So, and I haven't played either Dishonored, so I don't know who the Outsider is or anything. So I know he has like black eyes. It look like I don't know. So it looked interesting. I mean, Dishonored looks good. I haven't played that yet though. Dishonored 2 or anything. So
I got Dishonored 1 because it last year at E3. I bought it on Steam, like, as soon as they announced it. Hey, we got the special chocolate edition. If you go ahead and, like, okay, fine, I'll get it. And I think I even got Dishonored 2, but it's just sitting there. That's what it does on Steam. It just sits there.
That's right.
Next was a sequel that players were really looking forward to. The Evil Within 2, coming out on Friday the 13th in October. I never played the first one because I am not a horror genre kind of a guy.
I played the first one. We were doing a 24-hour stream, and I think it was right around Halloween.
I think it was you who I watched because I remember you were going nuts over that spider-looking creature crawling through the elevator shafts and shit.
Yeah, I played about 6 hours of it during that stream. I think I played 4 to 6 hours straight because it was the charity stream for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't play after that. Not for the lack of it being a bad game. I just got sidetracked. I think we were moving right then too, so I just kind of fell to the wayside. I didn't own it at the time. I was working at GameStop, so I just checked it out. So I never actually bought it. But I mean, it was really good, and because I was like, man, this main character looks familiar, and then it finally just clicked. I was like, oh, that's right, this is the dude from The Evil Within 1. And it's just as trippy as that trailer was. Like, you never know where you are, what's happening, things change. It's like kind of how Silent Hill kind of went nuts. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
It's fun, but it's just very creepy and out there.
Next game was kind of a twist because at the same time the Bethesda conference was scheduled for an hour. They only used about maybe 40 minutes of it. So Bethesda really came out as a game developer as like, here's what we got. And they didn't even have to do anything on the stage wise. It's basically just showed this package and let everything go with itself.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in here. Outlaw let us put in the chat that the outsider from Dishonored 2 is the one that actually gives the main character his powers. So that's who that is.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So with this next game, it was the final game that they talked about, was I had to write this down because it was a little girl in like this little house on the prairie vibe to it.
That's very Bethesda-like. That whole beginning of that was very Bethesda-y. That's how they like to do things.
It is, and so this little girl trying to help out these people that's trapped underneath her car calls Liesel, and it's like Liesel, and all of a sudden this giant robot cat. I'm like, oh, okay,
Heavens,
go with that then. And it came and knocks the truck off. And then I thought the cat was going to kill the people. No, the cat destroys the truck. And I wrote down, that truck killed my paw.
Wow.
But the trailer continues on, and it wasn't until I heard that there were Nazis. My jaw dropped, eyes wide open. Oh my god, it's Wolfenstein 2.
That's right.
Yeah, killing Nazis. And it's completely comical.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The dialogue was just completely comical for the fact that he's just like, let me start the conversation. I'm not a Nazi. You're not. He said Nazi. He said Nazi. I'm not a Nazi. And he was just like, fuck it. And some giant shield comes over his face like a superhero.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And also, the other thing I took away from this was this dude, during the during the gameplay part of the trailer, he picks up this axe and shines it with his thumb. And then the next thing, he shoves the axe right down on some Nazi's ass and drags him away. And I'm just like, that's an axe in his asshole.
I like during the cinematic where the dude was trying to eat a cookie or something with his metal hand and so smashed himself in the face.
Oh, see, I missed this part.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the stream.
Outlaw Lettuce, yeah, he saw it too. It's very funny. He was like trying to work his hand, and then he went to go eat it, and it was like, bah, 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 like on his face. It was very funny.
So I'm looking at the stream right now, or the replay of the conference, and I definitely remember they were talking about the Skyrim coming onto the Switch, which was announced at the launch. But I didn't know that Link's Master Sword and Shield and Tunic were in the game either.
Yeah.
Via an amiibo.
Yeah, where you scan the Archer amiibo. That's cool, but I mean, with the mod and the mod community, like, I've had the Hyrule Sword and Master Sword in Skyrim for a long time.
Oh, this guy.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, it's cool, but it's like it's not enough for me to get a Switch over. I'd rather play the VR version. You know, that might be why we don't have an Elder Scrolls VR version, because they came out with the Switch version.
That's probably true. Switch ruins everything. And right now they're showing the Dishonored 2 trailer for whatever it is.
Ralph Prime, I love the scene where they were talking. Dude was leaning against the wall playing some jazz. Woman was sniping out the window, and bullets were just flying in the window. I noticed that. I was like, "Are bullets shooting in?" And then I focused on the sniper, and he was just like talking like it ain't nothing. And I was like, "Okay, I guess this is what we do now."
This is what we do.
That's right.
And then that's it. The last thing that they said was everything that you saw on this showcase comes out this year.
Yeah, Bethesda does that. Like, you know, there's the rumor of that new IP that they're making. I don't think they're going to show us any of that new IP until it's like 6 months till it's coming out. They did the same thing with Fallout 4. They announced Fallout 4, and they're like, by the way, it's May, and this comes out in November. So I think that's how Bethesda rolls. So I don't think that game is going to be ready until next year, and that's why they didn't show us yet. I think it's called Starhawk or something.
Starfield.
Yeah, it's like a space version of the Elder Scrolls Fallout thing, I think.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why I didn't see it, because if it's not ready, they're not going to give it to us. That's how Bethesda rolls. So
all right. So I definitely saw the Dishonored trailer, and so I guess the guy in the black eyes probably is the outsider. But the fact that it looks like our main character is going to be not just a woman, but a black woman. Oh, the internet ain't ready.
Nope.
Can't wait. But this is Bethesda, and like the only thing I didn't like, because I just don't like the game anyways, is Elder Scrolls Legends. I'm not into that. So, but everything else, like, yeah, fuck yeah, Elder Scrolls, let's do it, let's rock on.
Yeah, let's just hope that Fallout 4 is coming to PSVR. I can't iterate that. I probably said it like 8 times in chat. I can't reiterate that enough. I want that Fallout 4 on PSVR, man. I do too. I gotta has it.
So maybe when I might be able to go search online a little bit before I actually go to bed. Maybe there's gonna be something on there that's like, hey, look, it's coming out for blah blah blah, Oculus and all that stuff. Might show up on their Facebook page.
If you see it, message me, because I'm going to bed right after this.
Yep. So that was Bethesda. When you take a look between Bethesda and EA being basically the two video game developers talking about games, Bethesda was short and sweet. EA was long and sporty.
Yes. It's like, if you're not a sports fan, here's a couple games you might like. I don't know. They draw it out. Bethesda was like, here, we're not even gonna go on stage. We just made this thing for y'all to watch.
basically, and yeah, according to Outlaw, they had the Chainsmokers there. So it's basically, here's the video. We're done with the video. Here's the Chainsmokers. Have fun.
Yeah, Ella said I'm not sure if it was worth staying up for. I think you're right, but
That is correct.
yeah, I was really like, and now Fallout 4 VR is half of what I wanted. It's like, so hopefully tomorrow during the Sony conference, which I might actually be going to a movie theater for that, so I might record as much as I can of that experience on my phone. Um, there's not much I can do there. So, and then we have there's a Ubisoft also tomorrow at like 4
Yep.
o'clock. I might not be home from work yet, so I
So,
might miss some of that.
so the schedule, and this is all in Eastern time. The PC gaming show, which is going to last about maybe an hour and a half, hour 45. That is going to start at 1 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Then the Ubisoft is going to be at 4, and then the PlayStation E3 Media Showcase will be at 9 o'clock p.m. So those are our big 3 conferences, and then on Tuesday at noon Eastern time is going to be the Nintendo, whatever they want to do.
Yeah, they don't they don't ever show up the E3 anymore. They just release something online.
That's true.
I don't know really what they're gonna show us that we haven't seen. They didn't show us. They had like a Pokemon event like last week, which I just want to say kind of pissed me off because when they have a Pokemon event, I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna get like a Pokemon game for the Switch. They're actually gonna need to buy a Switch, and they were like, nah, man, we're making Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I was like, are you guys fucking serious? These are your next games. Is just the name of the games that just came out, and you just do Ultra and Switch, and they're not even like different legendaries. They're just like they're like kind of mixed together, like half of the other. It's weird. And they said that some story elements are going to be different. I'm like, ugh. So I need something for Nintendo, man. Y'all, you got to give me something. You did give me Breath of the Wild, so I appreciate that. That's probably what we'll see. We'll probably see the DLC dates and stuff of like because Breath of the Wild has some DLC, so we'll probably see that and what it actually because some of it's story DLC and they haven't said like what it actually entails. And I just beat the game the other night, so I need to hear some story DLC. So we'll see. I'm not expecting much other than Nintendo Camp this year.
Neither am I. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it, and we will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow, at least, at 1 p.m. for the PC Gaming Show, which I'm really excited about because I'm a PC gamer. So, I can't wait to see what Day 9 has in store for us, and maybe, crossing our fingers, we see some Destiny 2 stuff, something, footage. Come on, yay! So, that's going to be it for me, for Trex and for Stevie B. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching and staying up, and we will see you guys next time.
All right, well, there's the apocalypse and we're out.
Out. All right. Good night, fellas. Good night, everybody.